This is my annoyed face. Hello everyone! Welcome to another video with me, Angela, Morbid Heart Designs. Yes, I still sound annoyed as fuck because I filmed an intro, an unboxing, playing around with materials, and guess what? There's no sound. And guess what? You can't really recreate 2/3 of what I just described, which is like 90% of what I just described. So that's all I gotta say. We'll see how I edit this shit together. Hello everyone! I am a dumbass and I did not think that a computer update would, fuck up my recording program and change my audio, so yeah, I'm a dumbass. To be honest, I don't script my openings, so I don't know what the fuck I said. Because I'm so annoyed, I forgot. Also, it's the next day, and I streamed and all sorts of shit. Finished recording this entire goddamn video. Luckily, some of it has sound. Anyways, I'm not bitter. Not bitter at all. Things that I would have said. If you are new here, welcome! This is my SketchBox video. We do this once a month, and I now stream part of the creation process and give away the art on stream. So follow my Twitch, because that's where I stream, if you're interested in possibly winning free art, and especially if you're interested in having a fucking grand time, because streams are awesome. I love my community, and you are more than welcome to come over, check it out, see if it's the right vibes for you, and stay or come and go as you please. So I was very excited to dive in this box as always. Like, this is a fun, just a day of play for me, which is why I think I'm so happy in all these videos. It's just fucking fun. So I was very excited to see what was in here. It was markers, which if you know my art, I usually work with markers, although the past year what you guys have been seeing on here has definitely been anything but markers. But I love my markers. They are my bestest friends. They're one of my favorite things to work with. There's a lot of interesting things to work with, like the ink brush, which got fucking hilarious later, and I'm so sad you didn't get to see any of that. I was trying to get the goddamn thing to work, but it wasn't working, and then I was worried it was gonna splash everywhere on my brand new white Hail Satan crop top, which, it's white, and I rarely buy anything white because I'm so klutzy. It's only a matter of time before it gets stained and ruined, and for the first time of me wearing it, if it got splattered in ink, which by the way does not come out of clothes, I would have been devastated. And I fought that thing so hard. I could not get it to work, I even Googled in, stuff from the manufacturer, YouTube videos, how do I get this goddamn ink brush to work? Obviously, I did get it to work. I was looking even on the container for instructions on how to do it. And then I noticed on their website that there wasn't a black ring on the tube, so I took things apart and I removed it, and lo and behold, guess what? That made everything work, and the ink flow, and it was magical. And then as I'm bitching about how the white has frickin' instructions on how to maintain it and take care of it and to use it, I was like, why isn't there instructions on here? There were. They just weren't very obvious, even though I looked at all the text, or I thought I looked at all the text. So I guess thoroughly look at things. I don't know what else to say other than I am a dumbass in 2 ways in this entire day of my life. But yeah, it was funny. I wish you could have experienced it as it was meant to be experienced. I hope this still is funny and worth your time, and you're still here. If you are, thank you. Now, we won't go into anything else because that was the only funny part, and it's not as funny telling it as it was experiencing it. But let's get into the art creation and the voiceover of my thoughts on these products. Some quick thoughts on the supplies. These markers don't really layer up very well. I haven't tried them on other paper. I might try them on other paper, but I'm also not a huge fan of them. I don't know still if they're water-based or alcohol-based, but I do know I really like my Prismas and my Copics. I'm not planning on changing markers, so it's just something fun to do and try different ones, but these definitely haven't sold me to move away from what I really like right now. Not that I was in the market, obviously. They're not bad. They're really not. They go on extremely smoothly. The pigment flowed very well. I just don't like how they build up on, how the same color builds up on itself is a huge thing to me, because I like to saturate the fuck out of my artwork. I'm probably going to do a giveaway with a lot of the stuff that I don't want to use from the SketchBox in the long term. I have a lot of things planned for streaming events and whatnot that I do like to do the giveaways for, so we will see what happens. I mean, 2 things to put on your possible radar. Christmas in July, gonna see if we can make that happen this year, and of course Friday the 13th in August is a 13-hour stream. Like, I've got to make sure I don't schedule anything else that weekend or that month to do that, because I really liked our 13-hour stream last Friday the 13th, so keep that in mind. People, come hang out. We'll probably end the day with voting on a spoopy video and do a Prime watch party, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can log into your account and watch it with us. That was definitely a fun thing to do at the last one, and I did prizes every hour, so I'm thinking of doing that again. And now back to talking about these products. I'm very glad I got to experiment with this because I've been contemplating maybe trying this with the ink itself. However, I don't like it at all. It is only really good for line work. I don't feel like I had control over it to make gradients and things, so as fine tip as I could get the brush, I could get that line work or thick, whatever. It just not for me. I like the nib more than this is a brush or using a actual brush and dipping. Maybe I'll try it with black in the future for projects like this guy that I just fucking colored in a lot. We'll see, but definitely don't feel like I have a need for this. The quality of the ink in it, I don't dissuade as being good. I actually have this brand of ink sitting in my cart for the next time I order art supplies. I will go with this ink again, just not in this form. I feel really bad for this guy. I didn't really use him. Didn't use him at all in the Dragonfly, and very simply in this one. I don't like the color. The tip is super firm, which is not a bad thing. It just doesn't work for my style. I wouldn't use this one for calligraphy. I would say either tip would be really good for fine details, definitely. For fine details, especially compared to these where they're really brush-like and malleable, and like, I really liked the tips on this. I just don't like how the color on this paper worked out. So on this paper, the particular markers didn't bleed through, but I really am leaning towards they're water-based and not alcohol-based. So this paper could be very different for alcohol-based, which I'll find out in the future because I love this paper. I love the size of this paper. The paper's super smooth. I definitely recommend this paper. It is a very good mixed media paper. I don't know if it would be really good for watercolors, but ink, marker, pencil, I would say acrylic would go good with it. I'm just not sure about the water-based aspects of it. It did hold up with the ink being watered down a little bit, and the paper, it did hold up well with my water test, but I don't know if it was ended up saturated how it would go. So I wouldn't recommend watercolors but at the same time, it could work out well. So that would be your risk, because I haven't tried it. Now for this guy. I did not like this guy at all. I like the design and the concept behind it. However, it was really hard to get the paint to flow, and sometimes I'd twist and then all of a sudden it would bubble up right at the base of where the ink comes out and not really go down to the tip to do the line work that I wanted. For this guy to do the line work, they do tell you to have scratch paper into your process when you are using it. I feel like I used more on the scratch paper to get the ink to flow the way I wanted to for what I was doing than I did for the actual product, and then I got so annoyed towards the end I was like, I'm just gonna force it, and then I called it quits. So yeah, not good for line work. I do think it would be useful for fog effects. I'm not sure if I said that before or on stream or how you're gonna hear that beforehand, but yeah. Alright, so stream is over. We have played with the goodies. It was fun. You guys are amazing. Thank you to everybody who joined and participated and lurked, or the new friends that we made today. I hope I will see you in future streams because you were awesome. Thank you, especially to who suggested the dragonfly. I think he turned out great. I mean, blurple's a thing. This is purple, but it looks like the same blue as everything else. But it definitely looks different to me. I guess insert scan to prove it, and hopefully we can do a side-by-side comparison of this shit. But yes, we did a dragonfly and a butterfly, so 2 giveaways. Congratulations to the winners. You can win art on my Twitch channel if you want to come hang out when I do this every month. Follow my Twitter for when that date's gonna be. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Thank you for those who hung out with me on stream. And of course, as always, thank you to my amazing patrons. And from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.